Welcome to Big D, Dallas, Texas, and the house the Pony Express built. Dickerson and James and SMU hoping to restore the glory and get things started in this one. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners. And the Mustangs will put it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Sooners offense will get the first possession of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they read the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. And the pass is incomplete and jarred loose by the hit. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And the Sooners look to keep this drive humming. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You've just run to set yourself up now.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
7, SMU, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So SMU's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The inside handoff. Bulls his way forward. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Mustangs will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Got his man quickly. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time.
The expressway is wide open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown Sooners!
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Obliterates him, still on the move. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's another first down.
He wants to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Now the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Carroll. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. So they got nothing on the last play. Here's 3rd and goal from the 1. Go straight ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Field goal is good. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. So they'll try to salvage this drive on 2nd and long from the 12. To the air, it's Hawkins. Quick strike complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on first down. He's going to run it. There's a live football. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The offense set for a first down play. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's like a loose boulder, just caroms his way to the 32. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. First down here for the offense. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. That pass is incomplete. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, put more fuel on the fire.
The Mustangs trying to cash it in on first and goal. Looking to move it through the air. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. Have to put that first down behind them. It's second and goal from the 11. He's looking to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Third and goal from way back there. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Got the quick pass.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up fourth down.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Old Dominion delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the Sun Belt. Trust me when I say the party is on in Norfolk. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. He looks that one in nicely. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Sooners get it past the sticks.
That's a down and distance that would make a lot of coaching staffs pause, maybe call a timeout and think about, but not this one. There was no doubt, Reese, they were going to run the football and try to pick that up on fourth.
Direct challenge to the defense. If you want the ball, you're going to have to take it from us or stop us, and they didn't.
So moving forward in this game, let's just see how this defensive line responds to this. Can they be more physical and start winning their one-on-one battles?
Leaves it with the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Sooners trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 9 with the carry.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
SMU 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they could put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let it go. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Mustangs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points.
He's loose. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit, nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. The ball's free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Offense set on first down. He'll start this drive firing. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to pass on second down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You don't see a lot of batted balls on hitch routes because most of the time you give a little bit of a cushion. That's a nice job by the defender, giving some cushion, but understanding the receiver is sitting down and going and getting a hand on the football.
Using the quick game. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Mustangs have taken it inside the 20. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. That's caught. It's Carroll. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the move. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pass falls incomplete, but that was basically a free play as the defense was offsides, and this is going to be a first down.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Oh, he spun away like a vapor. Give him 6. Touchdown, SMU. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2 and try to tie it as it is. They're down by 1. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Here's the return from inside his 10. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback checking the play. Going up top on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Gonna take a shot. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. Looking for more room. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Sooners get enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put 1 mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Hawkins. Get it out on the screen. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
They got a little bit, but they didn't get the first down, and you're obviously trying to get the first down, but you try to slip in those screens occasionally on 3rd down. I like when you slip them in there to try to make a big play, catch the defense maybe being a little aggressive.
Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Sooners are threatening in the red zone. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. The Sooners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He's going to pass. Fires to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is
headed to the end zone. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. 4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. They got him. Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. He wants to throw. And this sophomore quarterback just put it out there a little too far.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Running back searching for a hole. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Unleashes one deep. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown Sooners.
I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
SMU 20.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
To the ground with the back. He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Quarterback on the keeper. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The offense lining up for a first down play. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. Powers through. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. First down to start the drive after the break. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. And look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Now on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. A shot toward the end zone, and swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
And listen, my QB is my smartest player on the field. He's got to understand where those sticks are, understand how to run that option, but more importantly, get me that first down, a new set of downs so I can be explosive again on offense.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you can tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it.
And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Back to pass. It's Hawkins. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! And the route is on. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
Yeah, and you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdowns palooza. What a nice day.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point.
Ball in the air, intercepted! Touchdown, Oklahoma! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. They're trying to get to it. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Hoping to find one that works this time on second down from the 7. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Tackled, but he has a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. To the air, it's Hawkins. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire now on second down. He'll keep it himself. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Trying to get to it. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The defense is backed up as the offense is in the red zone. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
The give out of the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Anytime you play this offense, the challenge is stopping this quarterback from running the ball. And you've already seen in this game, he's been able to break off a few runs and do some nice things. That time, though, the defense had his number and tackled him for a loss.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from winning.
And you want it to be a